Hi there, my name is Cybermen, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And this Saturday, I'm super psyched. This Saturday is a tweet-along, watch-along of Tomb of the Cybermen, starting at 7:30 UK time, which I guess is, 2:30 on the East Coast of America, which makes it 11:30 a.m. on the West Coast, or if you like to call it the Best Coast. It's certainly, the best weather. There's no arguing about that. And I'm really psyched. I really hope as many people as possible join us. I'm really quite amazed as well how quickly it spread. I've never had a tweet go quite so insanely viral. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk a little bit about why this story is such an incredible story. I want to talk about why I'm really hoping we get a lot of people who haven't necessarily seen so much Classic Who before join us, and I want to talk a little bit about the Twitter war, the Twitter spats that have been going on surrounding these watch-alongs. But before I do any of that, I'm going to shamelessly plug myself. I'm terribly sorry if you're new to my channel. I do this every video because it's kind of what you have to do. Can you subscribe to my channel? It doesn't cost you anything. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to hit the share button, the like button. Oh, that is all fan-freaking-tastic as well. Thank you very much. I want to share my appreciation. I am actually generally very appreciative. Firstly, go to the video notes. There is an audio adventure, or an audio Doctor Who adventure you can download right now, starring Nicholas Briggs as a Doctor. This is a fan production from the mid to late 80s, a group called Audio Visuals. Although it is a sequel to the previous story. It starts season 4 of their stories, and season 3 ended on a big cliffhanger. A freaking wonderful story that ended on. If you want that, that was it. I had the link to that in one of my previous videos, or just email me and I'll send it to you. Yeah, I'll send you the link, no problem. That's the easiest way. Also, I give stuff away on the channel. Stuff I'm giving away this week is True Romance. I love this movie. Although I kind of love everything I give away. I love this movie. So all you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel. Haha! Are you picking up on a theme of this segment of the video? Subscribe to the channel and then leave the hashtag Elvis. We're going to do the giveaway on Sunday on the TARDIS Zone, when we're also going to be doing a watch along of the Chrysler Eklund story, The Empty Child. We've been watching the first season of the 2005 series onwards. Each week for the last couple of months now, and now we're up to The Empty Child, and we're very much enjoying it. So where we were last week was last Saturday night we on the TARDIS Zone. Noel and myself did a watch along of Destiny of the Daleks. It's a really fun story, whenever anybody thinks of a Tom Baker Dalek story, they always go to Genesis of the Daleks, which is just kind of like just a towering monument of wonderfulness. So people often forget Destiny of the Daleks, which is a little bit more disco. So we watched that. We were lamenting, the lack of classic watch-alongs. And I pointed out that Emily Cook, the woman who started and said, well, why don't you just start your own? Think of hashtag, put it out, and go for it and do it. To which I said, well, that's a good idea. Why don't we do that? So we came up with the idea of Tomb of the Cybermen. Now, why Tomb of the Cybermen? Tomb of the Cybermen for many reasons. Firstly, Tomb of the Cybermen, I think, should be a story which we could all really totally get behind. Fandom is made up of lots of little fiefdoms of different enclaves of different things, and they're not very unified. Actually, that's not true. They weren't very unified, a couple of months ago. But I think during this lockdown age, these tweet-alongs did so much to bring us together and remind us what it was that we all love about Doctor Who, and see what see our similarities rather than seeing our differences. So I know there's been quite a lot of anger towards her on Twitter. These watch-alongs have only been for New Who and not Classic Who, and there was a lot more anger, I think, at the explanation that was given that these episodes, classic episodes, are harder to get. Look, whatever the reason, who really cares? It doesn't. What somebody's doing that is good doesn't detract from what somebody's not doing. It seems weird. I don't understand the anger. I understand loving Classic Who, and I love literally virtually all of Doctor Who. I really do. And so I can understand being frustrated. I don't get the anger. I really don't get the anger. But I'm not going to criticize anybody for it, because Twitter isn't really real. This is actually a really important thing that I think anybody on Twitter should really try and wrap their head around. It doesn't matter. What people say on Twitter doesn't matter. Let's say somebody calls you a racist on Twitter, which they do quite a lot. You're a racist. people can call me racist all day long. I know I'm not a racist. It's like I know, that I don't judge people on their ethnicity, skin color. I just know that's the way it is. But so when people do stuff on Twitter, and they get angry on Twitter, I just don't think it's real. So it doesn't really bother me. But I understand she was getting pissed off at like being shouted at by a bunch of people for doing something I thought was quite nice. But again, so I was actually really kind of heartbroken after the not the Dalek one, the watch on before that, because we were having such a wonderful time together. We were all unified and like again. Focusing on what united us as opposed to what divided us, and then I'm not going to talk and name the person or talk about the incident. Somebody came in and they really poured cold water on that. It was really sad. It really upset. Well, what upset me when the guy came in. It's just a fantastically talented person who creates really wonderful Doctor Who. But listen, you have to separate the art from the artist. That's just weird. But it was really kind of heartbreaking for me, which is why I'm really kind of excited to do this watch along. And so I put together a little like a thumbnail post. I'm a graphic designer, so for me, not really the biggest deal. It was pretty easy. I came up with a hashtag which I hope represented both the story and my aspirations for what fandom can be. You will be like us, which I'll explain in a minute. And I'm really gratified that both Emily Cook and Philip Morris, I would say the two main people in the two main camps in that Twitter sphere, both retweeted. So thank you both very much for your support. I really, again, my real hope is we get new Who people who have never stuck their toes into classic Who before coming and checking out, because it's really a truly remarkably good story. So, okay, so for my pitch to new Who watchers is this, viewers is this. Matt Smith, when he got the role, he very wisely, because he really didn't understand much about Doctor Who. No, but he saw the David Tennant era and knew it was successful, but he didn't really have an understanding of who the character really was on a deep level. So he went back and he watched Doctor Who from every Doctor throughout and tried to pull out the strands of who this character was. And he said in an interview, quite more than one interview, that his performance was really very informed by Patrick Troughton's performance, and you can even see that in the costume that they were. There's been Doctor Who magazine and a couple of other places. You saw pictures of the original costumes they were thinking about for Matt Smith, which was like a lot cooler, right? It was a lot like new romantic cooler, and he actually wanted to go for like this boffinish professor with the braces, suspenders, depending what time of the side of the Atlantic you're on, the bow tie. I think all that came from seeing this performance by Patrick Troughton, and it is a sparkling, wonderful performance that if you love Doctor Who, I find it's going to be really hard not to love it. There is a boundary, right, of the 1966, I think, production values, which are clearly not the same thing. But even so, this story is so well, I think, cast, acted, directed, and written with a really good soundtrack as well. It's cinematic. It's cinematic in its quality. Now I say cinematic, cinema of the 1960s, not cinema of the 2020s. Wow, we're in the 20s. I just realised. Okay, so it's a cinema of the 1980s, and you have that feel. So you ever seen that? A 1960s movie on Sunday afternoon on BBC Two or whatever, has that kind of like that widescreen feel, and I don't know how they did it, but it really does that, especially in the first episode when they have this spaceship land on a planet who are on a scientific and archaeological expedition. So the story is really clever. I'm not going to spoil it for you. The premise is really clever. The Cybermen were a massive force in the universe, and then they vanished. So we have this collection of archaeologists and scientists who are searching for the remnants of cyber society, and they're on an archaeological dig on Telos. And if you know Telos, you know what's going to happen. It doesn't work out well. Now, played into that, we have again the wonderful TARDIS team of Patrick Troughton, Fraser Hines, and Deborah Watling, the Doctor, Jamie and Victoria. This is Victoria's second story, and she's a Victorian companion. And this is the first time she wears 1960s clothes. They get her take her out of a Victorian long crinolines and put her in a 1960s miniskirt. Which hey, hats off to you for that. Thank you very much. I'm now one of those dads that John Nathan Turner was putting a little bit extra in for now. So I appreciate that. So but there's a real sweetness in the relationship that she has with the Doctor. The Doctor is very paternal, very very caring, and in general, again, Patrick Troughton's performance is just towering. It's fantastic. He's again sharing with the Matt Smith era. Is a lot more comedic. I would say the Matt Smith era is the most comedic of modern New Who. Whatever you want to call it. So I think Patrick Troughton was also like that, but he was very buffoonish. But he was buffoonish, and you can see him doing it in a sly way to so the his enemies, the bad guys, wouldn't realize how that what a threat he was. So and so you have that going on because you have these rival factions, much like in fandom, within the archaeological expedition to tell us, and he kind of manipulates them and plays them off against each other without peering down. It's a really, you see his eyes. There's devilish thought behind his eyes. I would say it's kind of like a cross between Matt Smith and Sylvester McCoy. But you ever seen Sylvester McCoy? But yeah, he has that kind of Machiavellian masked by a bumbling buffoon. And then add on to that, he has the most wonderful relationship with Jamie. Jamie and the Doctor is one of the greatest bromances in Doctor Who history. It really is. I can't think of a time when a companion and a Doctor have meant that much of each other or been that close with each other. And you can see these wonderful little visual gags that Fraser Hines and Patrick Troughton had worked out together. It's just really, really gross. It's a fantastic story, fantastic monsters, fantastic script, fantastic direction, fantastic cast. I just really, really hope you join us. I would love to get the classic fans in, because again, fantastic episode. I'd like to get new Who fans in, because again, fantastic episode. And I just really, really strongly believe if we can focus on what unites us, this is just absolute gorgeous television, really should do. If we can focus on what unites us, we could be united, which, I think is a happier and nicer place to be than being divided and at each other's throats. So, my name is Sheila Beckett, the Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share, subscribe. Looking forward to you joining us on Saturday night. But I just want to give a shout out. If that's not your key, if that's not what you're into, if you really just can't deal with the black and white, okay, which I understand, some people out there just really can't. At the same time, I think at 7 o'clock, there's a watch along also going along of the Three Doctors. Which is just a fantastic episode, and the hashtag for that is the Dandy and the Clown, I believe. And the hashtag for Two of the Cybermen is "You will be like us," which is what the Cybermen said. You will be like us, the great line, and I hope that we will all be like one another, and we just see the likeness in each other rather than the differences. We're all different in some way, but we're all I think more similar than we are different. My name is Sheila Beckett, Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.